Hello students, your instructor here, John Mandela, with another screencast. This is part 3, an object, breaking another object into pieces. And we're picking up where we left off. So again, before the arrow is on this motion tween, which is why these frames are blue. And we're using the 3D tools so that it can zip back in a believable 3D space. And these frames right now for the box so far, I've only gotten this far. And the reason is because at this point is where we want the arrow to make contact with the boxes and they'll blow up. So what I'm going to do is this one, I can start with frame 8 here. Let's say right click, insert a keyframe, which is good, and then I'm going to right click and create a motion tween. And I may not get any frames that appear, and that's fine. So what I want to do is here, right click and insert a frame. So I could insert a keyframe, but I'm just going to insert a frame. And at this point, what I want to do now is, this may be where the arrow hits, so I can use my 3D rotation tool. Actually, first I'll use my 3D translation tool, and I'm going to zoom in on this now so I can see what's going on here better. And so my translation tool is where it is in space. So I'm simply, maybe this one I'm going to push back into space a little bit, maybe down a little bit, and then I'm going to use my 3D rotation tool to really play on, like, maybe the fact that it, no, not that way, maybe tipped back in space a little bit and kind of went like this, oops, something like that. And then I want to go to this frame. I can see it's this one right here, this red one. Right click, insert keyframe, right click, create motion, and this one maybe went away a little bit. So over here now, I'm going to insert a frame, and maybe again start with my translation tool. Maybe this one also went off into the distance, and I went this way more, maybe down a little bit. So what I'm going to have it do, you can see the motion path that's created there. Rotate this one. Maybe this one, tilt it this way, oops, and this way, and you kind of just play with this until it's kind of, you get the idea. And do the same thing over here, right click, insert, keyframe, right click, create motion tween, go to this, right click, insert frame. Maybe this one, my 3D translation tool actually came toward me, so I hover and grab the Z, came this way, and maybe up or something like this. Well, maybe down. And then my 3D rotation tool will have it like this, and then like that. So I'm sure you can kind of get the idea already. Right click, insert keyframe, right click, create motion tween, right click, insert frame. And maybe this one, 3D translation tool, came toward us more and rotated quite a bit. I don't want it to be the exact same rotation as this though, so maybe I'm going to have to rotate it some more. Something like that. And then I just keep repeating that process. Right click, insert keyframe, right click, create motion tween, right click, insert frame. This one again is right near where the impact was, so maybe what it did is it went back a little bit in space and up, but then its rotation was kind of more like topsy-turvy style. Maybe this way actually. Get the idea, and just keep doing this until it's all done. So I'm just going to take a quick pause, come back, I'll show you what the finished animation looks like. Okay, here we are. So all of my pieces have been individually animated. And so now if I bring this black like this, and I'm going to test it, control, test movie. You can see it's loading up here. So you can see what's happening is it's coming through there and bursting them apart. Obviously clean it up a little bit so they're tighter together. You might wonder what if you have a different shape, and I'll allude to that in the next video. Stay tuned.